Okay, I'm back. I'm just gonna launch right back in. Love Me Luck says, hey Robin, I'm a new subscriber. Welcome aboard. Absolutely love your channel. Thank you so much. And personality, thank you again. I would love to see a mod shot of your beautiful Birkins along with that gorgeous Hermes scarf you got to go with both bags. Because of you, I recently got the same scarf and I'm aspiring to one day get a Birkin as well. I don't really do mod shots. It's just not, that's just not me. I'm just not a mod shot kind of person. However, if I take it out, I'm probably going to take one of them out this weekend. Oh my. And the spirit moves me. Maybe I'll have my husband take a quick snap and then I will tag you in it. Claire McAn, do you see a significant weight difference between Chev and Togo? Yeah, Chev is a little bit lighter, but not by much. Do I think I'd ever get any of the other sizes? I think I just answered that one. Thoughts on brushed hardware versus shiny? I like them both. I really like the understated look of the brushed hardware though. Mariano 111, have you ever regretted your Birkin purchases? Not for a second. No, nope. La Petite 4, do you consider getting a 30 one anytime? And how do you like the brushed gold hardware? I've answered both of those. I might look at like a black 30, maybe. Possibly. Funky Cold Medina, I live for your name. Like I sing it every single time because I'm old and I like the name. How do you address judgment and or rude comments or questions from loose acquaintances or the general public? Okay, general public, I just don't care. I live in a very concentrated little bubble, and if I don't know you, I probably don't really, it's gonna sound terrible, I really don't care about your opinion, because I look at it this way. If it's a stranger, I don't think that my opinion of them would matter to them. I can't imagine that if I thought, ooh, that handbag or, that hairstyle, I can't imagine that they'd be like, I don't think they'd care. So why should their opinion of me or my bag matter to me? It doesn't. Judgment or rude comments. Do I ignore it? Do I explain its value? Okay, anybody who knows what they are probably just knows me for what I am, which is I'm a handbag hound. So, no, I really don't get into it. Explain the value? No, because you can't justify a $13,000 handbag. At least I can't. There's only so much hand stitching and, quality leather that you can only take that argument so far before it's, this is the cost of a car. And I'm not going to even insult anybody's intelligence and say, oh yeah, it's totally worth it. No, it's not. But it is. It is to me. It's a value thing. I value it. And so to me, it's worth it. But in and of itself, it's just a bag. Love, luxury, love. Are you planning to get another Birkin in the future? I would love a blue jean Birkin. Why are you offering? Love your videos and personality. Kind regards from your friend Gert-Jan in Holland. Kind regards from your friend in London, Gert-Jan. And I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're still recovering well. Dana Pratt, when out and about with your Birkins, do you find most of the public notice or know what you're carrying? Depends on where I am. If I'm, walking around Selfridges or if I'm like at a nicer restaurant, yeah, you can see when somebody looks, there's like that spark of recognition in their eye. Some people, if they're carrying one, it's almost like a little club and you kind of, meet each other's eyes and you smile, type of a thing. But I'm not looking for the recognition. So possibly more often than I even notice. I don't know. Davis Hannah, I think. Davis Hannah 95. Would you ever get an exotic? I wouldn't. What is your opinion on all the famous people carrying them, like Victoria Beckham? I think she's flawless. So carry on, Victoria. The Kardashians. Ooh. I really wish that Hermes would just cut Kanye off so that he can stop having his kid finger paint the bags. And the naked people, no, just stop. No. Has anyone ever come up to you and talked to you out of the blue because you have a Birkin? Absolutely. People have questions. And, a lot of people are just genuinely curious. They've never seen one up close. They've never touched one. It's something that they've seen in videos or pictures, that you can't ask to see one really at the boutique. So you can tell when somebody's genuinely trying to be skeevy or if they're a bag hound like me and they just haven't seen one. And yeah, I'm not going to be, you know, like, yeah, here, have a play. Like, I don't, you know, I'm not, it's a bag, guys. It's not that serious. Amy Style Me. Is that an offer? Like, we can go shopping, you and me? Come on. You style me, I'll style you. Okay, which would be the colors and leathers for your next Birkin if you could get your hands on one? Blue jean, Togo or Clement's, palladium hardware, black. Oh gosh, leathers for the black box would be beautiful. Epsom, I like Epsom. And oh, gold or silver hardware. That would be one of those, whichever came to me, I'd be happy. Kind of like, you know, when people tell you, oh, I'm pregnant if it's a boy or girl, just as long as it's healthy, just as long as it's a black Birkin. Gold or silver hardware, I don't care. How do you feel about the Lindy? I like the Lindy. How do you feel about the Bullied? Lindy's are hard to explain. I can't even describe them. They have these handles. They've got a cool little turn lock. Google it. The Bullied looks very much like the Louis Vuitton Alma. DQ, can it be rained on? Some leathers fare better than others. Some leathers absolutely not. I would not suggest using it out in the rain like for hours and not wiping it down. It will spot. Now, whether or not it dries, it depends. Some colors also deal with rain better than others. Does the leather start to shine after rubbing on clothes? Togo does not. Chev doesn't. It's already kind of a shiny. King Heiress Official. So I know that once you get a Birkin from the boutique, you can sell it for more than you purchase it for. But don't you find that there are so many Birkins on the secondhand market trying to be sold? Yeah. I don't understand the value of it anymore. I understand that. I've just purchased a Kelly 40 Togo leather. Sorry, here's something outside that's unsettling. And I regret it after seeing how many there are secondhand. I find that it's not as exclusive anymore. I understand what you're saying. I guess it depends on why you bought it. Did you buy it as an investment? Because, yeah, in that case, if I've ever referred to like an Hermes bag, like a Birkin or a Kelly as an investment, what I mean, I'm not trying to put it on par with like gold or land, you know, like real estate. What I mean is that there are very few bags that you could buy, carry for 5 years, and then sell for what you paid for it or more. So when I say investment, I just mean that compared to like, let's say a Fendi, one of those Fendi little like, what is it, peekaboo bags, the ones with the faces, the crazy looking faces. No, those are gonna, you, that is not going to be a good return on your investment. That's what I mean. So it depends. The other thing though to look at, if you're looking at eBay, check the completed listings. Just because they're listed doesn't mean that they sell. But like anything, it's not a disposable product. So it's not like every, you know, the market is replenishing those that are gone. You know, this is not the kind of bag that just gets thrown in the back of a wardrobe or given to, you know, a toddler to play with or, you know, trashed. Generally, if something happens, people try and salvage them. And so, you know, as time goes on, the market is going to become more and more flooded with them. I'm really sorry that you regret your decision. I would pretty much guarantee you can sell it for what you bought it for, though. So if you are really regretting that decision, I'm sure you can probably shake out of it pretty easily. Luxby, I would like to see this before and after spa video. It's a garden party, but yeah, I can do that. I'll probably do pictures. Zanchu, I think, touches on what King Heiress Official said. Thea Athusa, can you show us or tell us how much is the maximum you can fit in your Birkin? Also, Robin, I just adore you. Oh, thank you. Keep making videos, as I just can never get enough of you and your general fabulous ways. That's really nice. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what I will do. I will do a what's in my Birkin video, another one like an updated, and I'll just cram it full of all sorts of just nonsense to show you how much they hold. I have done one before where I've like, I put stuff in it and then I weighed it in the whole 9 yards, but I can absolutely do an updated what's in my Birkin, not a problem. Sprinkles and Bling, cool name. Would you ever consider a 30? I've sort of answered that. In the right scenario, yeah. I'm really wanting a black one, but not sure if I should stick to 35 or get a 30. I kind of actually answered that. I think I would consider a 30 black. Definitely if it was gold and black 30, yeah, because I just think it would look a lot dressier is probably the word I'm looking for, because these are, they're big bags. And so they're dressy because it's a Birkin, but it's definitely a more casual bag because it's a big bag. My legs are going so numb. Okay. 89, just K, a bunch of O's and 89. Would you accept another Birkin if they offered you again? I would rip their arm off if they offered me another Birkin. I'd just snatch it. It's a game of luck, right? In regards to the color offered, it is. Yes and no. It depends on your relationship with your boutique. It depends on your relationship with your SA. I will tell you what, by and large, I hear from established customers. If you are in and you're buying a click or, a couple of scarves or whatever, and you get to talking to your SA and you say to them, you know what, I would do bad things for, a neutral Birkin or, a red Birkin or, blah, blah, blah. And you give them general guidelines. What could happen is when a bag that fits your criteria comes in, they can ask their manager, hey, manager person, I have a great client who has been waiting patiently for a Birkin, and this is kind of the bag that they've been asking for. May I offer it to them? I've heard that happening a lot of times. But if you are walking in off of the street and you just walk into a shop and you say, hi, do you have any Birkins? Yeah, you're gonna be offered what they have. Now, that might be Croc, although I don't know. I don't know that they just send those out. I'm sure they do, but I would assume that when they're making something like that, they're only gonna send it to places, maybe somebody who has a client who's hoping for one. But if you're looking for a neutral and all they have is Mykonos blue, and that's what they have, or a red, or like a yellow or a green, yeah. Now, I've also heard people have said, but if they offer and you decline, you'll never be offered again. I don't necessarily know that that's true. I think it probably depends on how you were to decline it. If you were to say, oh my God, no, that's different than saying, that's a beautiful bag. However, I don't want a Birkin just for the sake of having a Birkin. I really want something that fits my lifestyle, and I would much rather that go to somebody who will enjoy it, and you talk to them about it. These are just people, they're just people. So, would I accept another? Only if my SA called me today and she was like, I have a blue jean Birkin. Do you want it? Yeah, I'll be down in 5, as long as it takes me to get there. If she called me and said, hey, I have, like a brown Birkin, I'd probably pass. And and she would understand, what, I don't want it for the sake of having it. I certainly don't want it to resell. So, no, but if something in, one of the other colors we've discussed comes in, please keep me in mind. So it's not like necessarily you decline and then you go to the bottom of the list, although I'm sure that has happened. But in my experience, that hasn't been my experience. My F. Jones loves, which leather holds its shape the best? Chev. I think Epsom is pretty good. Oh gosh. Clemence can get floopy, but it's pretty good. Like I said, I'm not a huge, not all that great with leathers. I know what I know, but I don't know enough because I don't have enough experience. Which leather scratches the least? Most of the textured ones, so like Togo, Clemence, Chev, Epsom, and which leather is the best of both? Chev. Chev's a nice leather. I like it. It's pretty. Moo Kitty 1923 says, I have the Chanel Jumbo and GST. Can you tell me if your 2 Birkins weigh about the same as your Jumbo? Pretty close. But keep in mind there's no shoulder strap, so you have to carry it in your hand or in the crook of your arm. Also, how do you store them? I store them, are you ready for this? Like airplane pillows. I'm like, they're like this big, and I'm trying to, like this big and like that wide, and I just put 2 inside of each Birkin, and they're perfect, and I don't care. The airline pillows. Also, how do you store them? I store them upright in a cabinet. Your gorgeous Margaret Thatcher, that's my orange one. What year was she made? She's a 2004. You have no idea how much you've helped me already with my decision making. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. I'm planning on getting a red or a caramel color, one pre-loved, probably from Fashion File this year. I would absolutely suggest Fashion File. I don't think that their prices are overly inflated, and I haven't heard anybody having bad luck with authenticity. One more question. Do you know what Hermes repair policy is? Here in the US, I believe for Chanel, it's only 5 years. No. Unless something's changed in the US, Hermes will take care of their bags forever, as far as I know. You just take it in. Don't start talking about pre-loved, though. Don't start talking about I got this from Fashion File. Just say you got it from your grandma, or you don't have your receipt, or just you can't start talking about that other stuff, because I don't think they will take a bag that's been pre-loved like that you bought on the secondhand market. Is my understanding. I'm not telling you to lie to Hermes, but Izzy Paris 3. Any personal thoughts on leather selection would be appreciated. I think I've kind of gone into that. Here's what it is. It's an expensive decision, and I would hate to mislead anybody. Or cause somebody, through my opinion, that might not be altogether correct. I would hate to have somebody make a very expensive mistake because I said so in a video. So I am hesitant to put too much information on leathers just because I'm not, but ask to see the leather book. I don't know if I said that in the last video or if I said it in this one, because I started this one and then I got called 20 minutes in and I had to start this one over. So anyway, durability, slouch, weight. Togo is on my wish list, but I keep going back and forth on size and leather, and I want to get right. So would love to know your thoughts. Okay, Togo and Clement, you can and can't go wrong. They definitely sit upright, but like this one, it sits upright and it keeps its shape, but it's got some softness. But if you really want it to stay, in, you just, I would say that if I didn't have the bag shaper in it, it would probably not bat wing as much because it would have nothing pushing on the sides. So that would be my thought. You can't really go wrong with Togo or Clements, would be my feeling. Me loves luxury. So do I. If you had to sell one of your Birkins, oh my gosh, I'm already sad. Which one would it be and why? Also, if you had to change one design feature of a Birkin, what would you change and why? If I had to sell one, probably the taupe, because I could probably get the most for that, and then I could just turn around and rebuy it. Also, if you had to change one design feature of a Birkin, what would you change and why? I love them just the way they are. I can't think of anything. I really can't think of anything. HHHGCC, numbers, blah, blah, blah. Would you ever buy an exotic Birkin? I've answered that, and I wouldn't probably. Ola Benson, the price of Birkin these recent years, will it be a good investment? I've kind of answered that. I don't know outside. I want to say that the US is like 11 or 12 plus tax. Here in the UK, they're about 7. That includes the VAT or the tax. So investment, I think I've kind of gone into that. It depends on, will it hold its value? Like, could you sell it in 5 years for more or less what you paid for it? Yeah. So it depends on how you define investment. John Curran 13, Birkin wish list and Dream Birkin. Blue jean and a black. For Dream Birkin, I probably have it. It's probably my orange one. That was like the one that I worked for, and I kept that one like foremost, just in the forefront of my mind, because that was the classic orange Birkin that I wanted. My BT. Love your videos. Thank you. How do you like the My Tai insert for the Hillary? For Hillary, I answered that already. I find mine to be a little floppy. I do too. Do I still use it? I do, because I just want to keep the interior of that one. For some reason, I'm really precious with that bag, more so than my others. And she's also wondering, I don't know. I'm wondering, how has Hillary kept the shape with the use of the My Tai insert? I think I just mentioned, I feel like it probably causes this to push out a little bit, but I don't know, because I've had that in there almost since day one. So I don't know. Purple Haze 481, with Hermes's policy of requiring a potential Birkin buyer to first establish a relationship with a boutique via purchasing other Hermes items. Do you think the cost ends up being the same as purchasing the Birkin via a reseller? Okay, since you can get, this is a really, really good question. Since you can get exactly the bag you want rather than settling with what Hermes offers you. So basically, okay, so a lot of people find that if they establish a relationship with an SA through buying other items, so enamels, you know, like bracelets, or scarves or other handbags or like that type of a thing, that they up their chances of getting a Birkin. But then you're upping your chances of just being offered. And, you know, like I had mentioned, it doesn't mean you're going to get what you want. It just means you might just get a chance, a shot. So is it worth it just to stock the pre-loved market so that you can just pick exactly what you wanted? That's what I did. My first bag was pre-loved because I didn't just want a Birkin. Like I've said before in the other videos, I didn't just want a Birkin. I wanted the Birkin. I wanted the Birkin that I wanted, which was that particular color, which was palladium hardware. And a lot of times orange comes with gold hardware for whatever reason. And I was looking at Clement or Togo, and then it just popped up in this amazing leather. So I would say if this is like this one-time thing and you just want the one Birkin, and you don't have the money to keep throwing, because it depends on your market, but it can take years. I would probably suggest, and Hermes is probably going to bar me from their stores, but based on that information, yeah, I would probably just funnel all of your available resources into the pre-loved market and finding exactly the bag you want. And Hermes, if you're watching, all I can say is, you know, we just love your product. And so that's how much we just want the bag, the perfect bag, that we're willing, you know, to do these things. But not everybody can afford to, you know, to buy 18 clicks and 6, you know, shawls and things like that. So my last question is Straight Lines 3119. I just love you talking about your Birkins. Thank you. In general, I'd love a review on Hillary though, and that's this one. I named my bags. It all started with this one. I called her Margaret Thatcher. I don't care if you don't like Margaret Thatcher, by the way. I'm not asking you to like Margaret Thatcher. Whether or not you liked her politics, she was still a great woman in terms of she was strong, she knew her opinion, and she was not afraid to share it. Whether or not you share her opinion I don't care. That kind of goes up to, you know, like what if somebody doesn't like, I don't care if you do not like, it's my bag. Her name's Margaret Thatcher, and that's because she's just like upright and a little uptight. And although the color's probably wrong for Margaret Thatcher, but so this one's Margaret Thatcher. And then everybody, when I got this one, wanted to know what her name was. And I named her Hillary Clinton, and I'm hoping that I can call her Madam President soon. And that's as close as I'll ever get to talking about political affiliation and things like that. A review on Hillary. Yeah. I've had it for about a year, and I'll do a wear and tear video, and I'll kind of do that in the what I can fit in my Birkin video type of a thing. So anyway, that's that. That was a whole lot of questions. I apologize that this has been probably like an hour and some odd of your time. If you've made it through both videos, like, God bless you. Or whichever deity of your choice, you know, Allah bless you, or Buddha bless, like whatever. I don't know. I need something to drink. I'm a little like loopy because I need some tea. So anyway, that's me done for the day. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who answered. I'm pretty sure I got to everybody's question. I apologize if I glossed over if you'd asked, you know, the same question over and over. It doesn't mean that I wanted to try and put everybody's out there. There were only 1 or 2 that I skipped because the question was inappropriate, and I'm going to immediately turn around and delete it so that nobody can even go and find it, because I just don't want to go there. So anyway, you guys take care, and I will see you all soon.